I finally watched Waltz and Bashir, and I am speechless. Let's talk about it. Today, we're traveling to 2008, Israel, for a documentary called Waltz and Bashir. So, get your tickets ready as we're about to take off. Once in a while, a documentary comes along and changes one's perspective forever. It engraves itself in your brain, and you can't shake it away. This is one of them. I've seen plenty of documentaries in my life, but I've never seen something like this done before. The closest thing I can compare to is Persepolis, which is one of my favorite animated biographies, even though both are very different in style. The documentary starts off with vicious wild dogs chasing a man. Immediately, you're immersed in the film's phenomenal animation. It is breathtaking. We find out that the vicious wild dogs were part of a recurring dream of a director's friend, who's the director of this documentary, Ari Folman. Later that night, his discussion with his friend triggers a specific moment from the Lebanon War in 1982, the Sabra and Shatila massacre. However, he remembers nothing else other than that particular moment. Did it actually happen? Or was it a figment of his imagination? And so, he begins his interviews, hoping to find out if he could jog his memory. Waltz and Bashir plays like a movie from beginning to end, and by the time it was over, yes, I was speechless. This documentary, I dare say, redefines the genre. Let's first talk about the animation, because, my god, this is one of the most beautifully crafted animations I've seen in a long time. It was mesmerizing, heartbreaking, and painful to watch, as we were thrown back in time and placed in the middle of the most horrific events. Every scene breathes with color, life, and pain. The animation is a perfect choice for this documentary. If the documentary used actual footage, it probably wouldn't have worked as well. Let me explain. War is the most traumatizing thing anyone can go through, no matter who you are. It will alter your life forever. And that is facts. You will never be the same again. Many people find and choose different ways to cope. Some choose to forget. Some choose to make up a whole imagined story. Some choose to create a fantasy world. And some may even hallucinate an event. And some will have PTSD for the rest of their lives. The truth is, there's no 100% way to document what had happened during the war, as you can only base it on people's words and memories. And hence, this is where the animation comes in, as it shows you how one creates an image of the most horrific event they have been through. This documentary is haunting to watch, as you are shown how an event like war can alter one's mind forever. Watching interviews talk about scenarios they had been through eerily depicts what occurred, even though if not 100% true, it can still clearly be seen as influenced by what they had seen. We can all agree on one thing though. All of them included trauma and pain. The animation manages to capture that and place us in their heads as we see how one chooses to deal with their pain. The sound mixing is top-notch. It places you in the zone, and the sound reverberates across the screen right into your face. It only adds to the mesmerizing, provocative, maddening world the soldiers have been through. The score and the music perfectly chosen and placed adds a whole other meaning to the story. The final moment when the documentary transitions from animation to actual footage was one of the most haunting images I've ever seen. It makes it even more powerful when transitioning from animation, as it shows what people have gone through come to life in front of you. It is haunting, horrifying, and painful to watch. And when the credits rolled, my mouth was agape. This is one of the best documentaries I've ever seen, and I'll say it again. It has changed and redefined how I view documentaries, and I love it. Have you seen Waltz and Bashir? Do you plan to see it? What is your favorite documentary? Comment below and let me know. And as always, subscribe for your next travel ticket.